10:15 fly trap. Today I'll be doing a story time about the banner in my profile on YouTube. The ambulance. So, when I was 14, PSA! Do not underage drink! It can lead to very bad things, and it's not good for your health overall or your brain development. But, see, look, I got brain farts all the time. I'm also thinking back to back then. Because that was a little bit of a foggy period of my life. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was 14, and at school. And I hypothetically drank an entire huge water bottle full of Malibu rum. Aside from a few sips from people I shall not name. And, yeah, so that already happened. All I had today, well, not today, all I had that day was, a coffee from, like, a gas station. It was a really good coffee. But I was going to a family event, right? Right. Hypothetically. But, so these were people from my family I did not get along with very well. Because they did some fucked up shit. I cannot lie. But some of the people were, like, this close. Awesome. Amazing people. Thank you. So, my cousin had a chicken coop. And also, there was a tire with water in the bottom of it that my phone somehow slid into. So, while this happened, I just slunk off and did my own thing as what I usually did at family thingies back then. But what happened was my phone already slipped in water, didn't have shit to do. And, they put it in a bag of rice, and yeah, that happened. To drain it. And, well, that's further in the story. I need to stop saying, sorry. I said it would be awkward the first few times, okay? I'm not gonna bullshit anybody. But, so, my cousin hypothetically had this bottle of vodka that had been sitting out for 3 years in a mini fridge. Hypothetically, that was this big. And I hypothetically, in the hypothetical chicken coop, drank till about like this much. And the last thing I remember before blacking out is flirting with myself. Listen, when I was 14, I was very lonely. We all do cringy shit, right? Right. And, yeah, that happens. So, then I black out. Shocker, I know. So, in the time that I am blacked out, my family, of course, finds me, hypothetically, rolling around in the grass in my own bile, crying, throwing up actively, talking to my deceased great-grandpa about how I made a mistake. And, they find me. They're like, holy shit, someone call an ambulance, oh my god. So, they call an ambulance. They put me on the porch as I'm blacked out, unconscious. And they put me in a chair. Thinking I'd be able to sit up on my own, right? Nope. I fall forward. My fucking head hits the concrete porch. And there's like, it was either here or here. But hypothetically, there was that, and it was like bruised, scratched. I was too drunk for it to hurt, hypothetically. And yeah, so that happens. Somebody sits with me, of course. They don't just leave me on the porch. Well, somewhat shockingly, if you know my family. But oh yeah. So the ambulance comes. It's like what, 10 p.m. They put me in the stretcher, and they take me to the nearest hospital, which is like 30 minutes away. And sorry. Actually, I don't like crying anymore. Yes, but they take me to the hospital. And so I wake up about 12. And I remember like gaining, because they had like an IV. It was this arm. They had an IV in my arm. There was a bruise for like a week after. I was hungover for a week after this, hypothetically. And it's coming to me. Oh yeah, they had the sticky things that they put like on your chest, and they had them on my ribs too. So they were doing that for fluids and my blood pressure, which sometimes is a little high. It was spiked, and yeah, so that was interesting. So I wake up, like as I'm opening my eyes, I remember seeing the ER walls and immediately knowing where I was. I was like, oh fuck. And I look over to my left, and I see my aunt and my grandma, and they're like, yeah. I was like, what the fuck happened? But they were like, you got alcohol poisoning. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. They didn't lecture me, they just said it was really stupid, and I was like, you're right. And it was really stupid. Don't be like me. But, I then, in the span from then to 3:15 a.m., which is when I hypothetically left the hospital, I was very big into the band Ghost because this is when they were very big, and I was autistic. I am autistic still. It's not really anything you can get rid of. But this was peak. I was 14, and I was really obsessed with this band. And I remember singing the songs, dancing in the ER bed. I didn't even feel the IV. I didn't even feel them take it out. I just saw, hypothetically. And freaking, listen, it is blurry, okay? I was out of my mind drunk, hypothetically. And oh, I was also spewing health science facts because 14 freshman year, health science, health ed, it's a class you gotta take. And I was spewing that to my family. They were listening. They were giggling. We were joking around with each other. It wasn't like, I'm gonna kill you when I. No. It was just goofy, stupid teenage situation, which you should not do! But, I could have died. I could have died that night. Oh shit, I forgot that. I'll say that no to the end, because I didn't realize that until after all of this. So the staff guy comes in and he's like, this happens. Every teenager experiences this at least once. Trying to make me feel better, and it was funny. And he was a cool dude. And yeah, I just remember telling my family, like, that dude's cool. And 3:15 rolls around. I go outside. I either get a Sprite or a Mountain Dew, but I'm pretty sure it was a Mountain Dew. And then we go to Waffle House. But at the time, I didn't like Waffle House because I had a hash brown and it was like gross. But I forgot that they had bomb ass waffles, so I should have went in the Waffle House. But I'm glad I didn't, because then I would have puked up waffle, and that's not fun. And I do jumping jacks in the Waffle House parking lot, hypothetically. And then I go back to my aunt's house and I just listen to Ghost on the computer for a few hours until it's around 5 in the morning and my stomach hurts. And I get this weird sensation in my throat. And I vomit. A lot. A lot. And then I take a nap. Snoo. And then, like, a few hours later, I go home with my grandma after I get my stuff. Oh, and also, my phone was retrieved to me, in my aunt's car on the way back from the hospital. Because my grandma rode with me and my aunt drove with me, or drove behind the ambulance. But in the ambulance, they put Epsom salt under my nose, and like I was so out of it, the Epsom salt did not wake me up. But I don't know, because either I saw the light or I saw the top of the ambulance. And that ambulance in my banner, hypothetically, was the oldest ambulance they had, but it was the only one available. So, of course, me. I'm glad though, it looks cool. I like that ambulance a lot. And, yeah, that happened. Don't be like me when I was 14. That actually did fuck me up for a while. And I got super depressed after that for a good period of time. So it's just overall not worth it. If you do drink, know your limit. Don't do that. But yeah, story time. Have a great day. Pin 15 out.